All right, welcome back to the garage. I'm just gonna come flat out. This is take 2 on this battle. I didn't make it too far, but I did find out that it wasn't running after a number of turns, and I just didn't feel like, you know, just verbally telling you how it went. That's not a good way to start. So I restarted. I wiped the board because I was a little bit frustrated. So we're going to go ahead and toss these. Remember in the explainer video, I show you my super scientific method of making a constellation. That looks like this one. Cats are still down here like they were set up before, so I'm opposite. I am still using the hospitals. This is one of 2 things that I did learn from my mistake. One is anytime these trait cards make more sense to be placed somewhere where you're going to have a higher chance of remembering them, that's a good thing. I had it way off to the side, and for the first however many battles of the game, I was completely forgetting about this. It only affected a couple of them, but still, it was something. The other thing is my little dice tray I had over here, and I tossed a die right over the side of the table. So it is now hopefully not going to happen anymore. Just a reminder, these are removed. The dominance cards will not be used in the game. So last but not least, I've drawn my opening hand cards. I am using the same leader I started with last time, which, again, full disclosure, the Eyrie is not my strong suit in terms of the factions. I have yet to really crack the code of how to do the whole action programming successfully. So let's see if we can make it happen together. So I've got my hand, which is actually pretty good. I'm excited about these cards I have. They're really versatile because I'm starting up in the Fox area, so that's going to be a perfect move card. I think that's going to be a good build option. There's good things in my future. We're going to say odds, I go first. So 1s and 3s, I go first. 0s and 2s, cats go first. All right, here we go. So my hand is not empty, so I will not draw a card. I will put move right here, and I will keep that as is for right now, because I don't want to assume I'm going to be able to build. Don't want to assume I can get 2, but yeah, you know. For those of you who are good at the Eyrie, you're like, duh, of course you're only putting 1 card down. Recruit, because I'm so charismatic, 2 birds at a time. And let's see, my move, I'm just going to move 4 right up to this point here. Yeah, and then battle. Okay, got 1. That's all we need. So I could have built there, but I didn't know that for a fact. 2 zeros would have meant the first turn of the game I would have went into turmoil. Not great. Hospitals does not happen because you need 2 or more cats lost in a battle. Obviously, they only had 1, so nope. I score no victory points because I only have 1 roost out, so I draw 1 card. Ooh, root tea. It is, I mean, sometimes if it's just a one location craftable item, it's worth just taking that away from the bot, because that is a regular source of points for the clockworks. So with that, my turn is over, and birdsong, reveal. Okay, escalated daylight. Not super beneficial for them now, actually, at all, in fact. They can't craft it because it's not an item. So over here, escalated daylight, battle in each clearing. Nope. Recruit 2 warriors in the 2 lowest priority clearings. What's interesting about daylight and escalated daylight, the corners are, I can't remember if I talked about this in the game I played or in the explainer, but the corners where the cats typically set up, well, only set up, are the high priority, the low numbers. So daylight kind of prioritizes those, kind of bulking up a doom stack in the corner and moving out. Escalated daylight, as you might imagine, is more aggressive. So you have the 11, 10, and 12, at least on the autumn map, that's how it's organized. And so you start to bring the battle much more to the front lines. So even though this turn isn't going to do a whole ton against me, it does immediately make things interesting up in this area. So got that going for him. Build, so as we talked about before, sawmills break all ties, and it'll go into the clearing with the most warriors, and since there's a tie, goes to the higher priority one. Move all but 3 warriors from each clearing. There are only 3. And then we go back to our evening. So we score victory points to the rightmost track, and they are off to the races with 1 point, and they discard their card. So now it is my turn, and what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna go ahead and make myself versatile and have a standing order to build where I can. Now the question is, do I want to do one more? I don't think I do. Not yet. I'm gonna keep it there. So I'm recruiting 2 people, and I will bring 4 of them up here with my move. So moving from red. Battle, obviously here. And he takes 1 bird down with him. Well done. But then that does open up for a build, and I'm gonna put it here rather than here because of the setup of 3 rabbits. That I'm thinking of this becoming a recruit card in the future. I mean, I suppose I could make that a recruit card too, but once I set up even a second or a third yellow roost, this is going to be a lot more versatile. So I score 1 victory point, and I moved, the cards used to be over there too. So I'm really kind of scrambling now because I'm grabbing for the cards after I moved after the dice debacle. So back to the bot. Okay, so reveal, and they craft. So they just automatically do it. They only ever get 1 victory point for it, but it's, you know, helpful for them for sure. And fox clearing. So we don't have any anxiety in the red clearing, so no battles there. They do recruit, so 1 in each of the fox clearings, and then if there's an additional 1, goes into the highest priority. I won't continue like verbatim reading kind of out loud through these steps, but it's helpful for me. It's also, I would imagine, maybe helpful for other people. Who knows? Either way, it'll be kind of going away soon. Build. So they build another sawmill in location with the most warriors, obviously. And then they move 1 of their guys, well, all but 3, so 1, to a spot with the most enemy pieces. So apparently he drew the short straw, and he's going to talk with the birds. They did expand, or rather they did place a building, so it doesn't happen. They get 2 victory points because now 3 of these are exposed, and they discard their card. So now it is my turn again. Let's see. I think we're going to add this down to recruit. I'm also going to... no. It's so powerful to put 2 cards as opposed to just 1, but it's so dangerous. So my thinking is, I could do one of 2 things. I could like leave this here as a little bit of a break wall, and kind of cut across here. That would give me 2 yellow roosts. Or I could, you know what? No, I'm gonna have this pipeline. So I'm gonna put in a move You know, I'm gonna do this one though, just in case I want to take a root T away from him. Because remember, it's only 1 point for me, but that's really a swing of 2 points because I'm taking a point away from the Marquis. I know maybe some math people out there are like, that's not actually how that works. That's how I'm kind of looking at it. Anyways, so let's see. I got 2 recruit phases coming out. So one is going to be here, and one is going to be here. So moving and then battle. Okay. So again, get away from their hospitals things. I'm only killing one of them each. Now, question is, where am I going to put this? I know I've been talking about how this is handy because it would give me 2 different yellow ones to choose between. Obviously that one, actually no, that's it. If these 2 manage to send a guy in or so, yeah, I think we're good. I think that's a good strategy. So I'm scoring 2 points, and then I draw 2 cards. Yeah, another 3 points. That'd be nice if I was that Woody Woodpecker leader, and I could take advantage of that. Back to the bot. Another red, of course. So doesn't craft. Battles in each red clearing. Again, that's not a thing. Recruit. So they will be sending another cat. This one will be getting the extra one. Looks like they are mounting, oh, first building though. So most, no space. Second most, no space. Tied for third, but this is higher priority and it has space. Boom. So this is becoming a problem. So I am glad that I put this down here because either one of these can be my route to at least start to chip away at this. Because this is going to be, I mean, how the mechanical Marquis winds up working is very similar to how the how the roost victory point structure works. Once you kind of get that in place, that network, it's really hard to not just continue ramping up unless you keep going in turmoil, which we'll see. So movement, this is highest priority. So there are no enemy pieces, and then it goes to the highest priority thing. 2 beats 3, so they are staging an offensive this way. 12, there's not much competition there. That's obviously the most pieces, so now we have 2 cats trying to mess up what's going on up here. They did put a building down. They don't expand. They score 3 points. So they're up to 7 to my 3, and they discard the card. Okay. What's difficult now is that, I mean, that's not, yeah, I will at the very least have this turn and next turn covered for battle. But given the amount of cats here, they're probably going to keep sending in reinforcements to this one. So I feel like this by itself is going to be enough to keep that one happy. Because having only 1 battle here was really kind of a bottleneck. Now the question is, do I want to do anything with these? And I think my answer is yes. I obviously can't because I don't have a mouse one here yet. But I do have 2 rabbit clearings. So I will get that and I get my 1 victory point, taking it away from the Marquis. So 2 recruits. We're going to move it up here and here. Does that make sense? No. I should probably pinwheel in and try to take this out. Yeah. But I do, oof. So I do need to move. Ugh, I really kind of messed that one up, didn't I? All right, so I put one here. So how about this? I'm gonna put all of them down here instead. So 1 move is gonna get these guys here, And the next move is going to push these ones up here. I don't really like what's going on here, so I want to make sure I have somewhat of a contingent, especially because I'm more than likely going to be putting I'm definitely going to need to put a roost down here. So with that, my 2 battles. Oh, hold on. Let's rethink this. Okay, I think 3rd time's a charm. I forgot, I just put down this battle thing, so I need to make sure I could get a 2 or a 3, take this out, and then I've screwed myself over because I need 2 battles. So I was just gonna kind of beef this one up here. I don't think I'm gonna do that now. Well, no, I'm gonna do it with this. Then I'm gonna put the other recruit down here. I'm gonna send this and this. Does that make sense? Okay, hold on, backing it up. I'm gonna bring an extra one of these. Okay, nope, keeping it as is. Into battle phase. So, let's do number 10. Nice. Oh, not forgetting. So, field hospitals, 2 or more lost warriors. 2 of them are placed to the keep. So since they only lost 2, both of them won here. Kind of sucks, but is what it is. Now, number 12 for the bird battle. Nice. 3 and 1. Not bad. I do need to be losing birds because I do have this, so it's a little scary. So hopefully some of these kind of bleed over and start, maybe I get an escalated daylight to help take me down a few notches. But as it stands, I'm in the build phase. Put that down. So I'm scoring 3 victory points. And I get to draw 2 cards. Okay, the bot. Oh my goodness. So 2 and 2 because they lost. I mean, they have a building there, but it's not theirs anymore. The clearing, that is. They will, so they're no battles, they recruit, they do build, and they are, oh no, this has an extra spot there. So I need to get in there and mess up this clearing. And they move, so this is obviously where that's going, and going to highest priority. So again, pinwheeling in both directions. And scoring 4 points. Barf. The thing about sappers is that it is a bird card, and bird cards are good. Oh, hold on. But I think what's even better right now is having some flexibility on movement, as I discovered. So how about that? Then I think I will craft this. So now I'm going to do an extra. Oh, that's right. It's discard. Ah, man. Okay. Given that, you know, reading the card and the rule, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to keep this flexible. I know that's one more potential victory point to lose, but gotta lose victory points to gain victory points or something like that. Definitely didn't want to put it into recruit, and I really need to go, like, have some battles. So this is gonna clear up my yellow. I would like to do that, but I need to go somewhere where they can punch back hard. So I think I'm gonna put 2 here, and with the plan of sending a bunch of guys that way. Oh, I can, yeah, I can. Yeah, yellow, bird. Okay, so moving from orange, moving from red, 1, moving from yellow. This is a pretty safe spot. I'm connected, so yeah, I'm doom stacked there. My 7 versus their 5. Okay, so battles. Let's do 4 first. This is the yellow 2 and 1. Okay, that is one of my 2 recruits that I will need for next time. Halfway there. And oh no. Oh no, okay, so I'm already in control over here. Good. And 2, 1, and nothing. Ooh. Good news is I have just able to get a roost in there. So I'm not going in turmoil this turn. Should be able to hang on to that, so that's 4 points. But escalated daylight. I am okay with this. Truly I am. Okay, so they don't craft anything. Battle in each clearing. So number 2 is first. 1. Oh, okay. Could be better. Recruit 2 in their lowest priority. So 11 and 8. Correct? Correct. Then they're going to build. Man, I guess lowest priority is here. Good news is that'll be easy pickings for me next time. Now they're going to move. All but 3 warriors. These guys can't move because they don't rule, and they obviously don't rule over there. So they're trapped. This will obviously move here. These guys will move up here. And it doesn't cascade, it's just the one move. So like this doesn't become another one that moves up. And then obviously these guys are gonna go here. So we have 2 more battles. I need to lose 1 bird in order to this to go well. So here is yellow, number 4. I mean, I said 1 game. I did not need 2. Take it easy. And here is number 12. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, good news is I'm set for 2.5 turns of recruiting. They get 5 points, though. That is not as good news. And then they discard that. Did I draw at the end of last time? I did not. So that should have been mine. But since I made the mistake, hey, look at that. I got one anyways. I think, first of all, I think I'm going to craft both of these. Take them away from them. That's 2 victory points. I'm not using orange really for anything else. I could be making a mistake in that, but it is what it is. I do have to put something down somewhere. I'm not going to mess up my recruit thing. I think, so it's either giving me an extra battle or an extra move. I think battle is important because I need to keep pumping blood grease into these gears to keep this machine going. This machine going. So daylight, I'm crafting both of these. So using my 2 roosts there. So a bag and some tea. And now recruiting. I think here. And here. So my red is going to push everything. I'm going to do the same thing here and really kind of I need to move someone from orange. So I think that's the plan. Unless, you know what? No, hold on, let's back it up. So unless my orange move, so this guy's pretty much, I'm just gonna let him, I think, eat it. And I can come in later and help him out. Wait, yeah, so these were my 2 recruits. Take 2 of recruiting. So obviously this is going up here because this is an important place to battle. Need to hold the line. Man. You know what? No, my original plan is still, I think, my best. So I'm recruiting here and here, moving red, moving orange, have to move something from anywhere. Well, I don't think it's more important to have this. So there we go. Now, battles. How about here first? Number 4. Okay. So we are good for recruiting for next turn. Also, we cleared him out of that corner. Next up, this one. So that, I guess that was my yellow. So here's a blue one. So 2. Nice. Get a victory point for that. And last but not least, you know, I'm not going to mess with that. I don't want to I kind of want to fill that in next time. So number 2. 3 and 1. I'm obviously pumping. They don't get penalized for not having recruits. If they don't have recruits, they just don't get people on the board. So I'm just kind of prolonging the point over there. So there's my 6th roost. So 4 points. Okay. And then I draw 3 cards. Well, that's exciting. Bot's turn. So, orange, there is another boot. So you got boots are made for scoring victory points. Battle. They have 1. Ill-advised as that may be. Okay. Recruiting. 1, 2, 3, and then highest priority. Probably the best place to put that. I agree. Building. Yeah, let's give them 1 point. And the only place they've got left is here. So they're not going to expand. That's a good thing. Move. All but 3. So that has the most, and that is it. So they score 1 victory point as opposed to 4 or 5, and then that gets discarded. Okay, I think I am getting kind of scared the amount of bird cards over here, because right now I'm standing to lose 5 victory points. So the way I see it, this should supply me with a little bit of gristle, or grist, is that what it is? Grist for the grist, something. And if this gets worn out, I have 2 right here that I can move into, and I want to be moving into them anyways. So there's that. I have 2 recruits. And remember, I do need to be moving red, orange, blue, which is fine. That's actually great. So you know what? Actually, this is more important to. So let's actually put both of these here. So red, orange, blue. That's pretty much exactly what I did, just different way. Okay. Now battles. Oh, nope, nope. Oh, oh no. Ghoul. Well, it had to happen sometime. Looks like I'm getting humiliated. This is run out. Okay, I'm in an all right spot. This is a good defensive wall. So my recruit's done, my move's done. Let's do orange battle, number 2. 1 and 1. Blue battle. Yeah. 1 and 1. Not really what I wanted to see. Let's do it again. Blue battle. 3 and 2. I mean, do stop that. Do get a point for that. That is handy and all of that. But that is a little scary that now he is left out there alone. It's also super frustrating that I can't get that. With as well as it was going, I thought this was going to be my prevent my humiliation. My first turmoil was going to be because I didn't have any more roost to put down. But no, it's that one. So these all go away. The viziers stick around. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue cards. That hurts. But I think I know who I'm going for at this point, because I mean, that's the way of the world. Move and battle. So I humiliated, purged, deposed, rest. I immediately end daylight, hence not doing that. But I do still score. So I'm tied with them again, and I do still draw 3 cards. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Can take away some more items from them next turn. That'll be good. Excellent. Sword. Is a sword. 18, 19. Orange. They do have a pitched battle in number 2. I am familiar with that. And recruit. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. They build another recruiting station. They do have 1 spot they can do that. And then they move. Those guys still stay. This does move in here though. Okay. And then they score their 2 victory points. I think I'm gonna put 1 blue down here. Yeah, I think that makes sense because, I mean, yeah, this gives me flexibility. My constellation of rabbits here, obvious flexibility there, because I'm only doing 2 now. Woe is me. So I'm gonna send these 3 over here, because what I don't want is I'm just like walk right in. But I don't think I'm going to fight here. I think I'm going to take advantage of this and fight here at 2. So my 1 battle is 4 to 2. That was worth it. That was for sure worth it. Oh shoot. Okay, you are witness. I did say I was going to do this. I know that happens before the decree, but that's why I didn't use these ones. I used this one. So I am going to do both of these. So 1, 2, and 1. I'm taking their pancakes and their bag. 2 victory points for those. So done with daylight. 4 more victory points. And draw 3 cards. This is a good place to be in. It really is. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Okay. That'll be fun. Ooh, escalated date. Oh, I'm sorry. There's no bird for you. There's no bindle to make. Oh, well, oh. All right, now I'm getting mean. So battles, wherever they have them. They only have 1. 2 and 2, or 1 and 1. Recruiting, their lowest priorities, so 11 and 8 again. Then they're going to build, if they can, which they can't, so never mind. And they're going to move, all but 3. So sending more into this. And send more, and then they do battle there again. So here's number 4. So 2 and, well, 3, but they only had 2 guys. So that's how that works. And number 12. Ah. Oh boy. Really beefed it on that one. But the good news is I think I'm going to win. If you've done the math at home, you might already know that. But I don't just yet. So 3 points for them. 1, 2, 3. This gets discarded. So critically, I have had these 3 rabbit clearings for a while, and this is the other, rabbit clearing. And that's going to be brutal because I'm going to get 2 points for moving those. I removed their keep. That's going to be awesome. So I'm for sure doing that. Also for sure going to craft that. And let's say, I don't think it matters, right? So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 for the anvil, 2 points for these. So let's say, should we put it in build? No, that'd be terrible. That'd be terrible. No. I mean, yeah, let's put it in build. All right, so my 2 guys are going here. My 1 move is going to do this. My 1 battle is obviously at 12. Nicely done. And my 1 build is going to be there. Oh! Again, you witnessed it. I said I was going to do it. So, I am using that to craft anvil, or this says anvil, but that is clearly the hammer. So, that's not what an anvil is. And then, favor of the rabbits. 1, 2, 3. Remove all of this stuff. Go back from whence you came. And 2 victory points to me. And so that was supposed to happen for the decree. I know, but it didn't change anything in any meaningful way. And finally, score victory points for the thing. Okay. Oh man, there are definitely times I should have been doing the hospitals thing. I still forgot. Okay, but in my defense, I'm not defending me for getting it. So maybe have someone with the best memory at the table, like have these in front of them. It's really hard to remember. I didn't draw too many rabbit cards for them. I actually don't remember if I drew any. Actually, no, I definitely didn't draw any. So it wouldn't have mattered. They would have been stuck here. More than likely, maybe they would have moved a little bit for escalated daylight. And then that just would have been more cats for me to murder at the end with the favor of the rabbits. So even though I did forget to use this for the majority of the time, this I think was super helpful. This was what, 6 victory points. So I'd be down here tied with them right now. I mean, it feels bad. It really feels bad to spend a whole card to just get 1 point. But I mean, it adds up, I guess. And it does prevent the cats or the whatever bots you're using from just constantly churning out those points for free. So yeah, that was my match. Eyrie Dynasty versus Mechanical Marquis 2.0. Definitely the best of the bots to start against. I did, as you saw, and I copped to, totally forget this hospitals thing a number of times. But in terms of like this part, you don't need to use these at all. This is optional. Again, you can go from 0 up to 4 traits at one time. From like a nuts and bolts player board standpoint, it's definitely the easiest one to run. Next up in line is going to be the electric Eyrie, which will be my next teaching video. It's a really cool, again, all of these do a really good job of imitating the players, you know, how the players act when they're using these factions. But an interesting thing, this whole recruit, move, battle, build, you'll notice is now fox, mouse, rabbit, and bird talons. So it feels the same, but it's obviously a very different layout. But it does really feel like, you know, what you expect the Eyrie to act like. So, and a cool picture on the back too. So that'll be our next teaching video. Thanks for tuning in. And I guess that's all I've got for you. So we'll see you next time in the garage. And I guess now all that remains is me to put all this stuff away. So I'm going to work on that. What are you still doing here? I'm just putting stuff away. Bonus though, I guess for sticking around, next time is going to be a double whammy of bots, and I'm going to be playing the Vagabond. So you have two clockwork kind of army battle heavy factions, and me running around in the middle, seeing if I can, you know, make things go my way. So obviously we'll be teaching Electric Eyrie next time, but during the playthrough, we'll be running both of these just to show you what that's like to have two clockworks alongside yourself. So there you go. Bonus for sticking around to watch me put all my stuff away. Thanks again for showing up.